Good afternoon, everyone, from the Kettering Ice Arena in Kettering, Ohio. Welcome again to University of Dayton Flyer Hockey. My name is Kent Jacobs, and this afternoon we have a regional rivalry between the Dayton Flyers and their traditional rivals, the Xavier Musketeers from Cincinnati. The Muskies come in with a record of 2-9-1. The Flyers come in with a record after a win last night down at Xavier, now 2-12-1. So these two teams played down in Cincinnati last night with the Flyers winning it 4-2. Goaltender for the Xavier Musketeers, Jack Frambus. Frambus with a record of 2-7-1, a .517 goals against average, and an .881 save percentage. Meanwhile, down at the other end for the Dayton Flyers, Zach Schmidt will be the starter, and the stats for Zach as far as last night. The stats we have are from earlier in the week before last night's game, and Zach was 0-1, but a fine .365 goals against average and an even .900 save percentage. The Xavier Musketeers are coached by Drew Cariofila. The Dayton Flyers are coached by Tony Morris. Referees for today's game, Ty Wilkinson, Steve James, and Eric Schreiner. The Muskies are in their navy blue uniforms, gray and white trim. The Flyers are in their white sweaters with navy blue trunks. Traditional Columbia blue and red trim. We're all set. Zach Schmidt in the crease to our right, and Frambus in the crease to our left for Xavier. The puck is dropped, and we're underway from Kettering Ice Arena. Zach Schmidt wraps it around. The puck is centered by the Muskies, but it's off a stick, and back come the Flyers the other way. Richter drops it in, and a save by Frambus. And he'll hold on. We're playing full 20-minute periods. Puck is dropped in the left wing circle of the Muskie zone. There's a shot and a pad save by Frambus off the stick of Kevin Bora. Puck flipped in, back again into the corner in the Muskie zone to our left. Bora centers, but gets it back. And Xavier able to tip it out to center, and the Flyers will circle back. No score, just underway. Across center, Shelgren for Xavier, drops it off. There's a shot that's blocked on defense off the stick of Nolan Burns. Flyers come back. Ward shooting, it's tripped up. The puck is loose, and the goal comes loose. There's a Xavier player down, as well as the goaltender Frambus. And for Xavier, it looks like Reed Johnson is being told to head back to the bench. The goal came loose. And did we have a penalty on that play, or I'm not sure, but it doesn't look like it. And I don't know what the referee was directing traffic down around the Xavier bench, but it doesn't look like there was a penalty on that play. Face off in the Xavier zone. Flyers behind the net. Now the Muskies come away with it, and the puck is cleared down the ice. Racing after it for Xavier, Tom Calucci rammed into the boards. Now Matt Adams after it for Xavier. He's checked. Xavier, the Flyers come back the other way. There's a shot fanned on. Another shot. They score! Spencer DeLeo. The initial shot was blocked on defense. There was a scramble in front of the net, and DeLeo plants it in the net. For DeLeo, his 4th goal of the season, and the Flyers lead it 1-0. Home crowd here in Kettering looking for a win this afternoon, and the Flyers started off right with a DeLeo goal to make it 1-0. Muskie's trying to come back. Deppen will dump it in behind the Dayton net. Deppen then checked, and then Bridges of Xavier's crammed into the boards behind the Dayton net. Flyers come back. Shot, save by Frambus. Frambus. Now there's a shot. That was blocked in front. Frambus spelled F-R-A-M-B-E-S. A Flyer player checked hard. That was McClimus. And the puck strays back to center ice. Flyers have to retreat. 3 minutes into period number 1. Flyers lead the Musketeers 1-0. Puck kicks to center. Muskie's trying to come back. Adams trying to get a shot away, but he is pulled down, and we've got a trip, and that's against the Dayton Flyers. So Matt Adams pulled down by Kyle Kruger as he rushed the Dayton net. And the Muskies have a power play opportunity. Chris Becker takes the face-off for Xavier. And the Flyers, can't tell who that is right off. Xavier wins the face-off. Shot. And the save is made by Schmidt. The referee pointed for a moment, and I thought they was pointing toward and indicating a goal, but he was pointing at which face-off circle we were going to hold the face-off at. Another shot, stick save for Zach Schmidt. Puck cleared down the ice. After it for the Muskies, Cole Shelgren. Shelgren starts up ice. Right wing, head manning for Raffoni. Raffoni checked. Muskies still have it in the Flyer zone. Center point shot. And the save by Schmidt as there's a scuffle at the side of the Flyer cage. As they have our first melee of the afternoon, and referee Ty Wilkinson escorts a Flyer player to the bench, Sebastian Althoff, and a Muskie player. Who is that? That is none other than Chris Becker. I mentioned referee Ty Wilkinson. That's an hombre that the players don't want to mess with. He's one referee He looks like a linebacker, and he could handle himself in a scuffle. He tells you go to the box, you go to the box. But Coincidental Miners, Flyers lead 1-0. Loose puck, Dayton zone, kick back. Here come the Flyers the other way. Centering pass is broken up nicely by the Musketeers, and back comes Adams. Adams drop pass, Becker. Top behind the net. Or check that, no. Becker, he's in the box. Puck cleared down the length of the ice. Half a minute left in the Dayton power play. 15 minutes and 12 seconds left in the period. Dayton leading at 1-0. Bumped off the puck is Bridges of Xavier. Muskies, Bridges gets it back. Bridges centers the puck. Shot just wide of the near post. Now for the Musketeers. Puck centered. Dropped off to the left point circle, and it's a save by Schmidt, and puck cleared. Here come the Flyers. Shot, and Fran missed the save on a breakout chance for the Flyers. Anthony Martin. Teams at even strength now, and they're at full strength. 5-on-5 from the draw in the Muskie zone. Shot, they score! Flyer goal right from the faceoff. That's Anthony Martin. And for Martin, that's Anthony's 7th goal of the season. Martin hailing from Madison, New Jersey. Flyers lead it 2-0. Now for Dayton, DeLeo. DeLeo is shot and off the side of the net, and there's a whistle now as the puck or the goal comes loose. So two of the Flyers' leading scorers, Spencer DeLeo and Anthony Martin, have planted pucks in the Xavier net in this first period. Again, Dayton won yesterday, last night, 4-2 down in Cincinnati. Blast, blocked. That shot off the stick of Aiden Ward. Ward unable to hold it in as the Flyers have to retreat. Puck shot behind the Xavier net, now held in at the right point. There's a shot from the right point that's wide. Ward is hammered into the boards hard, and standing over him is Reed Johnson, and Johnson pulled away from Ward. And Reed Johnson will be escorted to the penalty box. That's a cross check on Reed Johnson on Aiden Ward as he hammered Ward into the boards right at the Xavier bench. And with the score 2-0 Dayton, the Flyers now will have a power play opportunity. Kevin Bora takes the draw for Dayton against Chris Becker. From the draw, Flyers hold it in at the right point. Barola over to Martin. Martin circles. Now back to Bora. He holds it in. Bora down to the right wing. Shot. Save. Rebound loose. And they score! With Jack Framus down on the ice. He makes the initial save, but then the Flyers stuff it in. And it looks like it's Martin with his second of the period. And for Anthony Martin, a power play goal, and that's his 8th of the season. Three to nothing, Dayton leading it. You can see on the screen the students that are lined up along the boards, along the glass. On the other side, they came to watch the Flyers win against their traditional rivals, the Xavier Musketeers, and Flyers off to a great start. There's still 13 minutes left in the first period. Dayton leading it 3 to nothing. Flyers trying to get the puck back in the Muskie zone. Here comes to center. Here comes Xavier. Matt Mann dumped it in. Flyers get it back. At center ice, bumped off the puck was Pompina. And we have a centering pass for a tip, but just fanning. Now a shot by Pampina, and the save by Framus, and a whistle. What do we have? Face off just outside the Xavier zone on the dot on the left side. It's flipped in the Dayton end by Ben Bridges. Bridges loses his footing in the corner and then is checked into the boards by Martin. Anthony Martin again pinning Bridges to the boards. Bridges comes away with it. Centers Becker. Tip. And the save is made by Zach Schmidt. 11:40 to go in the first period. Face off in the Dayton zone, shot, pad save, rebound loose. Flyers trying to get it out. Whistle as it flips up over the boards onto the Dayton bench. Then we welcome you to the University of Dayton Flyer Hockey. The Flyers and the Musketeers are both members of the Tri-State Collegiate Hockey League within the American Club Hockey or American Collegiate Hockey Association for club hockey teams. Long shot from the blue line by Xavier's Ben Bridges. Bridges, incidentally, spelled with a Y, B-R-Y-D-G-E-S. And Zach Schmidt catches that shoulder high. And we will have a face-off. From the draw, O'Meara dumps it in behind the Dayton net. Picking it up there for Xavier Shelgren. A couple of players trip up. Flyers get it back. Now chasing it down for the Muskies was Patrick O'Meara. He flips to center. Flyers get it back. Here come the Flyers. Liam McClemus. McClemus dumps it in. Under 11 minutes to play in the period. Dayton in the white sweaters leads 3 to nothing. Bounds off the dasher boards to center ice. Flyers chase it down. Now Aiden Ward comes back in. Aiden Ward, a shot. Blocked. He gets it back. Another shot. Blocked wide. Here come the Muskies the other way. Matthew Mann is hammered into the boards. Flyers come back. Will Musil. A shot, and now the goal comes loose. It's been Spencer DeLeo for a goal, and then 2 straight by Anthony Martine. Martine spelled M-A-R-T-I-N-E. 10 minutes even left in the frame. Shot. And the save by Frambus. Then the face-off in the Xavier zone. Trevor Barola winds up, and the blast is blocked off a stick in front. Muskies unable to muster much offense in this first period. Flyers have done a good job in trying to keep the puck out of their zone for the most part. Barola centers it, and again the goal comes loose. We need to... Frambus looking at the official saying, I don't know what happened. It's like the 3rd or 4th time that goal's come off those moorings that hold it in. And of course, you don't want the nets to be planted real firmly into the ice. First of all, they have to be removed, but secondly, you want to have some give to them, because players skating at high speeds can crash into those nets, and they're made of very heavy steel. And if those nets were really firm into the floor, then a lot of people could get hurt. So, that being the case, the goals can come off those little moorings pretty easily. Ethan Macula, shot off a stick wide. Here come the Muskies, Matthew Mann. Mann looking to make a play. Shot! Blocked. Flyers shoot through the line, no icing, as the Muskie player could have touched that puck before it went over the goal line. A Flyer penalty, as Matthew Mann, incidentally spelled M-A-H-O-N, gets tripped up along the boards by the Flyers. Looks like Aiden Ward, if I'm not mistaken, is the one that goes off. Flyers on a penalty kill, leading 3-0. Shot is up high and wide. Xavier's Ben Bridges holds in. Bridges to the center point. Shot, pad save by Schmidt. Muskies control the rebound until that player was smashed into the boards. And now the Flyers trying to clear the puck. And they do, and here comes the breakaway. The other way, here comes a shot, and the save by Frambus. As Sully Clark looked up and saw the puck and said, hey, look at what's there. And he had a breakaway. I'll say Sully Clark looked up and said, hey, look what I got. And he walked all the way walked in right on Frambus, but Frambus able to keep the door shut. The Flyers almost a short-handed goal. Muskies on a power play the other way. And nice Penalty killing by the Flyers as it's cleared away once again. We're down to 7.5 minutes left in the period. The Flyers on goals by DeLeo and 2 by Martin lead at 3-0. Off the bench, Matthew Adams collides, and we got a penalty. And now a shove on the Muskies. Reed Johnson, and Reed Johnson's been involved in a couple of things in this first period. Number 72 on Xavier has been involved in a couple of, and it looks like, and that's going to be on the Flyers. It's like Kevin Bishop, as Bishop and the Muskies' Reed Johnson collide. Now the team captain of the Musketeers, Cole Shelgren, having a word with referee Ty Wilkinson. And so a penalty on the Flyers. There's 41 seconds left. Xavier still on a one-man power play, as I guess they must have had coincidental penalties because I still just see the one Dayton penalty. The previous one, there's a shot save, and the Flyers' Liam McClemus was tripped up, but not enough for a penalty on that. From the face-off, the Flyers, Kruger drops it behind the net. Now a couple of players collide. The loose puck comes to the Muskies, and back they come. Puck comes in right on net. It's steered away by netminder Zach Schmidt. Muskies unable to score on their power play. Flyers kill it off. For Xavier, O'Meara centers off a stick to the far boards. Shot behind the net. Adams lost it to the Flyers' Kruger. Kruger trying to whack it to center, held in by Becker of Xavier. Behind the net, Adams tries to center, but it's off the side of the cage. Flyers trying to get it out. Xavier's Becker after the loose puck, as the Flyers' Sebastian Althoff was after it. And Althoff goes down, and do we have a penalty on Becker? And it looks like we do. And Becker pleading his case, saying, hey, man, he must have pulled down. Let's see what the... And it is a slash on Chris Becker. And the Flyers leading 3-0, have another power play chance. Ward from the face-off at the left point, drops it into the corner for Sully Clark. Back for Aiden, now back to the left point. Now his centering pass pops up in the air and comes loose dangerously in front of the Muskie net. Now again Pampina, back for Clark. Sully Clark in the corner. Off behind the net now for Will Musel. Musel goes down, lost his footing. Here's a whack at it. That bangs off the boards to center. 5 minutes left in the period, and 1:06 seconds left in the Dayton one-man advantage. Campina for Clark. Centers, and it's a stick save for Frembus. Muskies clear, Flyers change on the fly. They have 45 seconds left in the power play. Streaking across center for the Dayton Flyers, Aiden Ward. That play is broken up. Now for the Flyers. Behind the net, Bora. Bora. Coming in is Martin off the bench. Gets the puck. There's Martin in the corner. Martin drops it off for Bora. Now back to Aiden Ward. Ward in the corner now. Now Martin gets the pass. Martin along the left wing boards. Penalty's been killed off. Here's Barola's shot. Block. Here come the Muskies the other way. Coming in on goal, a shot! And a save by Zach Schmidt. As Raffoni for James Raffoni will have to go back to the bench shaking his head as Zach Schmidt commits highway robbery as he robs the breakaway Muskie. Now the Flyers back the other way. Shot wide of the mark by the Flyers' Nick Trageser. Now back Trevor Barola for Dayton. Icing waved off now as the Muskies start back. 3 minutes left in the period. Flyers hold it in. There's a shot that's wide by Dayton's Nick Trageser. And there will be a face-off in the Xavier zone. From the face-off. Flyers control in the Xavier zone. Now loose puck behind the net is Kevin Bora. Bora checked. And back comes Xavier, but the pass at center ice broken up, but it's now picked up by Bridges, Ben Bridges, but he's checked. Down to 2:10 to play in this opening period. Flyers up 3-0. Bridges a long shot steered away by the big paddle stick of Zach Schmidt. Here come the Flyers. Shot high off of the glass by Kevin Bora as goaltender Frambus may have gotten a piece of that. Tipping the puck at center was Muskie's Adams, but he's just knocked down and the Flyers start back. There's a big collision by the Flyers' Tom Gillespie and one of the Muskies. They had exchanged shoves. Now the puck comes in on Frambus and he'll cover it up. And it looks like Tom Gillespie bleeding from the side of his hand after that collision with one of the Muskie players along the far boards. We're down to a minute 23 to go in the period. There's a big hit, and that's a cross check. And that might have been a retaliation. Big cross check, and I think that was committed by the Flyers Sully Clark on one of the Muskie players, and I tell you what, that almost looked intentional, and I think that they might be discussing that, and that might have been a retaliation for the big hit that was put on Gillespie, maybe. That is a 5-minute major, and that's what it looked like. And I was going to say something, but I didn't want to before there was any call. But I felt like that looked definitely intentional. I mean, he just wound up and with the cross check, which is holding both hands on the stick horizontally in front of you and cramming it up against an opponent. And it looked like in that instance the Flyer player did it not accidentally, but with some intent, and that's why it was the major penalty. Shot and a save by Zach Schmidt. He covers it up, and we'll have a face-off. Again, that may have been in retaliation for the big hit on Gillespie that caused him to be bleeding from his hands. There was no penalty on that play, but I'm just guessing about that, whether that was a retaliatory measure. For the Muskies, Sheldon shot behind the net. We're just down to 35 seconds left in the period. Moving in for a shot, save. That was Ben Bridges. Puck still loose, and the Flyers clear. Foot race down the ice the other way, and a nice poke check by Xavier's Cole Shelgren to break up that breakaway chance. Oh, there's a big hip check on Xavier's Matthew Mann. He goes flying, but that was a clean hip check. So no penalty on that play. And the buzzer sounds the end of a raucous first period. The score after 20 minutes of play at Kettering Ice Arena, the Dayton Flyers 3 and the Xavier Musketeers nothing. Stand by for just a moment, folks. Okay, folks, thank you for bearing with me there, and to check with the scorers table about one of the uniform numbers for the Flyers. So the shots on goal we have unofficially in the first period favoring Dayton almost 2-1, 19-11. So, and on the scoreboard 3-0. Goals in the first period scored by Spencer DeLeo. And for Spencer, that was his 4th goal of the season. And then 2 goals scored by Anthony Martin. The second one was a power play goal, and that gives Anthony now 8 goals on the season. And these statistics, incidentally, do not include last night's game, 4-2. The Flyers won over Xavier down in Cincinnati, and the stats, the scorer and the stats for that game last night had not been posted on the Tri-State Collegiate Hockey League website as far as even later this afternoon. In fact, I didn't see any scores really from last night's game, so I don't know if there was a breakdown in communication. Wait a minute. Sorry, folks. Let's see what I can, if they've listed any scores from last night's games. Yet from last night. Let's take a look, folks. Bear with me as waiting on the Tri-State Hockey League website to load up here, and it's taking its time. There we go. Okay. So still no scores listed from last night. I had to find out from one of the Flyer assistant coaches. No scores from today's games listed so far, so I don't know what's going on with the Tri-State Hockey League website. Coming into the game last night, as of last weekend, November 14th, Miami, these are league, Tri-State League records. Miami is 8-0, Indiana 4-1-3, Kentucky 4-0, and Xavier came in at the end of last weekend's games were 1-0 and 6 shootout losses. Flyers, that's in the South Division. North Division in the Tri-State League, Michigan 4-1-1, Ohio State 4-0, Ohio 3-0 with 3 ties or 3 shootout wins. Bowling Green 2-0 with 5 shootout wins. Dayton no wins and 8 losses, and that was as of last weekend. Now, as far as how these teams stand in the ACHA, the American Collegiate Hockey Association standings, and I again appreciate, I think it was Kenneth, a viewer from last weekend, that set me straight on that about rankings and standings. These are standings, and there are some 300 and some 320 something, I think, teams in the ACHA. But in Division II, Miami is third in standings, eighth in the entire ACHA. The ACHA is like the NCAA for the Tri-State League and for Division II hockey, club hockey. Miami stands third, 14-3, and some other teams in the Tri-State League. Louisville 17th at 10-5-1. Kentucky is 20th at 10-4. Xavier came into the weekend 105th at 2-9-1, or 2-8-1, I should say. Now they're 2-9-1 after last night. The Flyers are 123rd standings in the division, 245th overall in the ACHA. The Flyers came into the weekend 1-12-1, and now after last night they're 2-12-1. And after this start, hopefully they'll be 3-12-1. They have gotten off to a great start, 3-0 on top of their regional rival, the Xavier Musketeers. We're thrilled to have you back with us for Dayton Flyer hockey. As we look and find the Flyers will be heading off on basically a 2-month holiday break, as school will be out, and then the Flyers will be off until late January. So we're happy to have today's game here in Kettering, where a lot of the fans from the UD community. Easier trip to get down here than to go up to Springfield. So last weekend's attendance again at the Ohio game last weekend up at the Chiller was a lot less, probably half as much as what we got tonight at the Kettering. So it's nice to be back down here. And as always, the students of UD that come here across town to get here at the ice arena to watch always provide a very exciting environment as they can stand up on the glass and make a lot of noise, and it sounds there might just be several hundred people in here, but they make it sound like 10,000 in here sometimes with the noise that the students generate here. And so it's nice to be back here at the ice arena, although we will say that the Chiller is a very nice place to play. They do a great job up there too of providing a place for local amateur and high school and collegiate teams to play in. That was a rough first period for Jack Frambus, the netminder for Xavier, giving up 3 goals. Zach Schmidt, I'll tell you what, I don't know who played last night it may have been Jamie Jurgic, I'm not sure, but Zach Schmidt who hails from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. If he is able to continue his pace in this game, he's going to make a case for getting some more PT in the net for Coach Tony Morris's Dayton Flyers. Well, we're getting ready for the start of the second period. Again, my name is Kent Jacobs. We appreciate you joining us for Flyer Hockey on the Dayton Flyers Hockey YouTube channel. We're getting all set. Again, goals by DeLeo and then 2 by Martin have given the Dayton Flyers a 3-0 lead. After 1. Now the Flyers are down a man on the major penalty. Puck comes in on Schmidt, and again the net on that end comes loose. So I don't know if they're having trouble with the moorings down there or just on that end or not. I don't know, but 3:25 left in the major Dayton penalty. From the face-off, shot wide off the stick of Xavier's Ben Bridges. Bridges holds it in at the right point. Flips it behind the net. Now it comes back to him. Shot. Blocked in front. Whistle. Whistle, and what do we have here? Looks like the Flyers going to the box. And I couldn't catch the number of who that was. Now if the Muskies are going to get back in the game, they have a golden opportunity. They've got a 2-man power play for the next 2 minutes. Flyers trying to come back, and nice effort by Dayton's Spencer DeLeo. And now back come the Muskies. Bridges fighting with Ward in the corner for it. Loose puck. Ben Bridges, center point, shot, save, rebound, cleared away. Bridges knocks it down with a hand and hands it off to Cole Shelgren. Shelgren, team captain of these Muskies. Puck centered for Becker. Becker checked behind the net. All alone, Shelgren, shot, save, rebound. Schmidt has it. Patrick O'Meara and Ben Bridges prodding at the puck. A minute, 6 seconds left in the first Dayton penalty in the major. And then they'll have another minute and 7 seconds of a one-man power play. Face off deep in the Dayton zone to the right of Zach Schmidt. Shelgren looks. Rink wide pass, Bridges back to Shelgren. Shot off a stick wide. Becker for Xavier. Becker centers, shot off a stick behind the net. I don't know if Schmidt got a piece of that one or not. Puck centered again, and it's off the side of the cage. Becker for Xavier to Bridges, back to Becker. Right wing. Bridges, one-time shot, and it's steered away to the corner by Schmidt. Bridges a shot again! Schmidt will swallow that up with his big catching mitt. Zach Schmidt has been very impressive this afternoon in net for Dayton. Puck flipped up over the boards. Well, we have got a timeout. In fact, the puck was not flipped over the boards, it was a timeout. I think the Muskies are going to talk about it. They actually have had good puck possession in this two-man power play. There's only 19 seconds left in the two-man power play. Coach Drew Cariofila, I hope I'm pronouncing that somewhere correctly. He is trying to get his troops online, while on the Dayton bench, Tony Morris admonishes the Flyers to continue their stellar penalty killing. Chris Becker wins the draw for Xavier. Back for teammate Shelgren. For Shelgren. Centers, it's off a stick of Raffoni. Shelgren. The Bridges winds up. Centers. Out centered again. Now whack at it is Zach Schmidt, keeping the big leg pads down on the ice. Keeps the puck out of the net. Now Barola for Dayton trying to clear. It's held in. Behind the net for Xavier. O'Meara. O'Meara over for Raffoni. Centers to Raffoni. And Schmidt has it. The major penalty, the minor penalties killed off. There was still 33 seconds left in the major penalty. So the two-man power play has been killed off. Now shots are even in the game at 19 for each team. Now the Flyers come back there with a shot, save, rebound, and another save by Frambus. Now nice check on the Musketeers. Nolan Burns before he could try to head down the ice with a breakaway. There's a puck stolen in the Xavier zone by the Flyers. That was Trageser. Trageser almost had a good scoring chance. Flyers dump back in. First 4 minutes of this period have been power play for the Muskies, so they've had puck possession but have been unable to solve Zach Schmidt. Flyers trying to hold it in, leading it 3-0. Flyers in the white sweaters. Now scooping the puck up for Xavier is Adams. Adams slides it in the Dayton zone, but Flyers come back the other way. Here comes Aiden Ward trying to cut in. Aiden Ward, side of the net, lost it. Puck caroms down the length of the ice. Icing waved off. Nice stutter step there for the Flyers. Ethan Macula to get around a Xavier player. He gets it over for DeLeo. Fans on a shot. Spencer DeLeo, number 9, now back to the point for Kruger. Shot blocked. DeLeo holds it in. DeLeo trying to center Martin, but it's broken up. DeLeo checked into the boards by Shelgren. Couple of players collide. Now the Muskies trying to get away with it, but a nice play on defense by the Flyers, Bobby Bradley. Now Bradley comes back in, a shot. And a stick save by Frambus. Barola back for Dayton. Trevor Barola, number 4, working around a couple of Muskies, dumps it in. 14:20 left in the period. Flyers up 3-0. All 3 goals scored in the first period. Martin drops it off. Sully Clark tried to shoot it, but it's shot back to center ice by Xavier. Bradley for Clark. Over the line. Clark around Shelgren. Clark and Shelgren tangle up. Loose puck, left point. Barola shot, and that's wide. Off a stick. That's going to be icing the other way as Zach Schmidt will let it go. .13:40 left in the period. Becker against Huscroft. Shot from the face-off, and a save made by Frambus. Kevin Bishop in the face-off circle for Dayton. Flyers trying to hold it in, but the Muskies starting back. And a whistle. And that play is offside at the Dayton blue line as the Muskies come in the zone. Chris Becker will face off. In fact, now Becker leaves the circle in favor of Nolan Burns. Flyers win the face-off. Sliding the puck into the Muskie zone for Dayton. And unable to hold the puck in for the Flyers. Bangs off the, sound like a gunshot. Puck banged off the corner boards. Now at center, Flyers tip it in. Whistle, high stick. Puck was hit with a high stick, and that causes a face-off. Or was that a high stick penalty? That's a high stick. Did it go in the box? No, this puck hit with a high stick. From the face-off. Muskies come back. Let's read. Or Hop Deppen. There's a good hockey name. Hop Deppen. H-O-P. And last name D-E-P-P-E-N. Shelgren for Xavier. Shot is off a stick in front. 12:20 to go in the period. Flyers up 3-0. Here's a chance for the Muskies. But unable to capitalize on that centering pass was Hop Deppen. Hop unable to get a stick turned around. As the puck came in the slot, now here's the Flyers' Kruger. Off a skate, gets it back. He dumps it back in the Xavier zone, but icing will be called on the Flyers. Will Musil back on the ice for the Flyers, along with Macula and Kruger. Tragesser and Althoff are all on the ice now for Dayton. Shelgren for Xavier wraps the puck around to the far corner. For the Flyers, Will Musil tied up. Puck kicks down the ice. Tragesser trying to fight off Matthew Mann for it. Loose puck right in front of the Muskie net. It's clear, not out. Flyers hold it in. Circling is Macula. Leaves it for Tragesser behind the net. Centering pass intercepted by Xavier's Adams. Then Adams checked before he could clear the puck. Flyers get it back. 11 minutes left in the period. Flyers up 3-0. Flyers in the white sweaters, and most players have the navy blue trunks, although back to get up Trevor Barola. He's in the red trunks this afternoon. For Dayton, Alex Pampina. Shot, stick, save, rebound pops up in the air for the Flyers. Lipari had it. Lipari's shot is wide. Barola. Barola rather than Pampina. There's a centering pass for Lipari. Lipari checked. Loose puck behind the net. Now in the corner. Running for it for Dayton, Kevin Bora. Bora for Clark. Shot. He scores! Alex Pampina from Sully Clark. And the Flyers now lead it 4-0. Alex Pampina collected the centering pass. Looked like from Sully Clark, and then he puts it in for Mr. Pampina. Goal number 4 of the season. Alex Pampina, 5'8", 145-pounder from Pittsburgh, PA. Another shot, and they score! And it's 5-0. Well, before I can even finish describing what happened on the last goal, the Flyers' Spencer DeLeo gets his second of the game. Nothing now, Dayton. And we're just past the halfway point of the second period. Allen shot in front from the Flyers' Sully Clark as a pileup of Muskies in front of the Dayton net. And all the stats, all the goal totals that I'm passing along do not count what happened last night, because the Tri-State League website, in fact, still did not list the games from last night, and they're not listing the total. So I don't believe the stats that I have include last night's game. So just that little remark to let you know that there were 4 Dayton goals scored last night, but I don't know who scored them. Flyers ice the puck and will move the face-off back the other way. Chris Becker for Xavier. Puck flips up over the boards onto the Xavier bench, so we'll have a face-off. And we welcome you to Dayton Flyer Hockey. I tell you what, this has been probably the Flyers' best effort of the season. We saw a good effort on the very first game of the season here, but against a team that was really kind of undermanned. But the Muskies, there's a shot, and that's blocked in front. I think the Muskies are a little more. There's a big blast. A shot on the rebound. There was a save off the pad. Framus, and the rebound just tipped wide. Another pad save by Framus, and he almost gets a friendly fire from, I think Shelgren accidentally tipped the puck on the rebound, and Framus has to feel like he's getting it from all quarters now, if he's even getting a tipped puck from, of course, from a teammate accidentally. I don't think Shelgren actually saw the puck. He was trying to clear it. It tipped off of his skate, I think, again toward Framus. The home crowd is liking every bit of this 5-0 lead here in the second period, and they want more. They see blood in the water. Flyers going to keep trying to pour it on. I mean, they've had a tough season so far now at 2-12. There's a whack! Oh, and Framus is able to make the save on the Flyer blast off the stick of Will Musil. Clock stopped with 8:07 to go. So it's been a rough season so far for the Flyers, just record-wise. Coming in at 2-12-1, but so they're letting a little frustration out this afternoon. Bobby Bradley holds the puck in at the right point. Althoff drops it off. Now it's back to Bradley. Bradley behind the net. Althoff gets hammered, and there's a penalty coming up against Xavier. And now Althoff again shoved. And another, holy mackerel, and then forget this, there's some big trouble as Zach Schmidt was heading to the bench because there was a delayed penalty against the Xavier Musketeers. And what happens on a delayed penalty is that as long as the team that is had the penalty called in their favor that controls the puck, then until the offending team touches the puck, play remains live. So what a team that is going to have an upcoming power play can do is send their goaltender off in exchange for an extra attacker, and until the penalized team touches the puck, play will continue. So in this case, Schmidt was heading to the bench. Now I think the Muskie player, I don't think he saw Schmidt. I think their collision was coincidental, but the penalty that was in the corner of the high stick that was committed against the Flyer player Althoff, that was a big hit. And there's a shot off the stick of Pampina. Flyers on a power play leading at 5-0. Flyers in the white sweaters. Puck centered, but unable to get a tip on that one was Pampina. Now the puck is intercepted and cleared the length of the ice by Chris Becker of Xavier. And these two teams played last night, so there could be some fatigue issues. For Dayton, Nick Lapari, number 2 on your program. Lapari drops it off. For number 24, who I don't know who that is. There's a shot. I need a program. Number 24 is not on the roster. And there's number 24 back to get the puck. I'll try to find out between periods who number 24 is, and so we can identify him. Now for Dayton, Aiden Ward cutting in. Ward trying to stuff it in the net, but there's Frambus, the goaltender, to stop it and hold on to the puck. 35 seconds left on the Dayton power play. They lead at 5-0. From the draw, Kruger, right point. Kruger drops it off for DeLeo. Rink wide pass. Now back for DeLeo. Shot! And that's wide. Flyers control it. DeLeo on the right wing. DeLeo in the corner. Spencer DeLeo. Trying to give it off, but it's broken up. DeLeo chases it down. Flyers come back. Now DeLeo cutting back into Xavier zone. Shot! He scores! Spencer DeLeo! Doing his best Connor McDavid. He carries the puck in, working all alone, 1-on-3. Spencer DeLeo with his second goal of the period and his third goal of the game, and that means a hat trick. I would toss my St. Louis Blues hat on the ice, but I can't do that. But a hat trick for Spencer DeLeo, his third of the game. And for Spencer, 6th goal of the season. So Martin had 2 goals in the first. DeLeo has 2 in the third. Now Martin centering for Sully Clark, but it's off his stick. So a tough day at the office for Jack Frambus, the goaltender for Xavier. Surrendering 6 goals today. Back for the Flyers, Kyle Kruger. Chip to center ice, give and go now for the Flyers, Macula. Center, Macula flattened behind the net. Holding the puck in at the right point, and a shot by Dayton's Ryan Briggs. And Frambus catches the puck. And you notice down on the right end of the rink where now Jack Frambus is, this period, I don't think we've seen the goal come loose this period, but in the first period, way at the other end, the Xavier net came loose like 3 or 4 times. Now for the Flyers, there's a shot blocked. Becker give and go is intercepted and chipped back in the Muskie zone by Dayton's Bobby Bradley. Bradley gets it back. Behind the neck pass for Barola. Stripped away, intercepted. Loose puck behind the Dayton net. 4.5 to go in the period. Bishop for Dayton. Trying to clear. He does to center ice. Leon McClemus shot. And that's gloved by Frambus. 4:22 to go in the period. So now, since we were all knotted up in shots, 19 apiece, since that point, I'm told by Jeff DeFord, our statistician and camera producer, that the Flyers have outshot the Muskies 15-1 since it was 19 each. So the Flyers have poured it on. Hey, Jeff, and you've got 6-0, right? Okay. In the corner for Dayton. Musil. He's checked. Loose puck for Trageser in the corner. Trageser. Trying to wrap it around. Left point now for Ward. Ward behind the net for Trageser. Pass back for Ward, intercepted. And trying to get it around. We've got a penalty. It's going to be an interference on Ward. And that was a good penalty, really. I think Adams for Xavier would have had a breakout as Adams tipped the puck ahead and was going to head after it, but Ward bumped him, and really a good penalty to prevent a breakaway by Adams. So a two-minute, one-man power play for Xavier on the minor penalty, Aiden Ward. Muskies hold in. Shelgren, pass intercepted. Here come the Flyers. Centering pass for Ship, and he scores! Nick Lapoli on a centering pass by Ethan Macula. A beautiful centering pass right on the tape, right on the stick of Nick Lapoli. Lapoli a one-time shot, which means he doesn't stop to set it up. He just fires right from the pass. That's a shorthanded goal for the Flyers, who now lead it 7-0. And for Nick Lapoli, goal number 1 of the season. And Nick Lapoli, spelled Lipari. Nick. Where's Nick from? I don't see him on the original roster, so let's see where he's from. There's a whistle and a stoppage of play. 58 seconds left in the Xavier power play. Well, this weekend's been just what the Flyers have ordered after coming into the weekend with a 1-12-1 record, and they're going to sweep this weekend home-and-home series against Xavier. in impressive fashion. Coach Morris has to be well pleased with how the Flyers have played this afternoon. There's a shot off a stick by Xavier's Ben Bridges. Bridges had it for a moment, lost his stick. Here come the Flyers the other way. DeLeo, oh! Pass too far ahead of Pampina, or he would have walked in all alone on Frambus. Ten seconds left in the Xavier power play, but a shot for the Flyers and a save by Frambus. Shot stick save by Zach Schmidt. Here come the Flyers as the Muskies change on the fly. Now here's a drop pass for a shot, and it's up over the glass. Shot by Dayton's Anthony Martin. Well, it's been I think with a win this afternoon, I think the Flyers will, before we reach the midway point of the season, will eclipse their win total from 2 years ago. Of course, the Flyer program off last year due to the COVID. And they won just 2 games 2 years ago, but will have win number 3 this afternoon. So some definite progress for Coach Morris in his second year of coaching. There's a shot, save, knocked down by Frambus, and he'll hold on. Of course, it's Coach Morris's 3rd year, but only 2nd season because of the COVID last year. I would be remiss if, as we have just 30 seconds left, 37 seconds left in the period, if I didn't give a shout out to Jonathan Eubanks, a teammate of Coach Tony Morris on a ACHA Division II national champion for Wright State way back in, I don't know, it was somewhere 06, 07, somewhere back then, as those 2 guys were roommates. So shout out to Jonathan Morris, or Jonathan Eubanks, a teammate of Coach Morris. Jonathan in attendance today. There's the buzzer to end the 2nd period, and got to visit with Jonathan before the game. Well, he and all the other Flyer fans have to be very excited about what's transpired this afternoon. We've had it's been a big game for the Flyers. To build on what happened, last night, to come out and sweep the weekend series. Shots on goal unofficially in the 2nd period, 19-10 for Dayton, and for the game, 38-21. The Flyers on pace for 57 shots this afternoon. So, and Zach Schmidt, I'll tell you what, Schmidt, or Schmitty as the crowd was chanting earlier. He's played extremely well, because I mean, it's not like the Musketeers have not had any offense what to speak of, despite not scoring. They do have 21 shots in just 2 periods, so they're on a pace to get 32 or 33 shots, and that's a very full amount of shots on goal for a game. Schmidt has made some outstanding saves this afternoon. Well, on this November 20th, Saturday afternoon, it is the thick of college football season as these schools are getting ready for postseason in the football world, and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Of course, we have a lot of folks listening from all over the country here to Flyer Hockey. So we know that there's going to be people listening that are not Buckeye fans, but of course if you live here in the Southwest Ohio area, most people are. But they crushed Michigan State this afternoon, 59-7 at Ohio Stadium in Columbus. And they have just one more hurdle before they would head into the Final Four. If they can defeat Michigan up at Ann Arbor next weekend, they will, I'm certain, go to the Final Four. Michigan State 7th ranked, and the Flyers just crushed them today, 59-7. There were some people asking for some other teams like University of Cincinnati, if they go undefeated to get in, but because Cincinnati has had trouble with unranked opponents like Navy and some other teams, they are not going to get the nod over Ohio State, especially after the Buckeyes just dismantled the 7th ranked Spartans of Michigan State this afternoon. So if Ohio State can get past Michigan next weekend, next Saturday afternoon, they're going to be in that Final Four. I would bet the ranch on that. We're going over the scoring, at least as far as the goals. First period, Spencer DeLeo got 1, Anthony Martin got 2. His second one was a power play goal. And in the second period, Spencer DeLeo got 2, so a hat trick for the game. Alex Pampina got 1, and Nick Lapari got 1. And stand by for just a moment, folks.
So the only time I have to shut it down is when the other team figures out that there is one, and they want to post a bunch of. Alter was doing that, but I don't think any other team's done that. And with Sherry running the clock, I should be able to monitor everything. So, or running the Sherry running the camera. So.
I'm gonna try to find out who number 24 was because he's not on the roster. But those guys aren't down there. I got gosh darn phone.
What's that?
I have trouble with my phone. Just getting the internet. I've had to call a couple times Consumer Cellular. If you put apps in these phones, does it slow down?
Depends on the phone. If there's a ton of apps, it will. But I don't. I mean, if you put like 20, 30 apps on there, it might slow it down. But
I don't have that many. I've got some.
That shouldn't be. Nope. That should not be affecting your phone.
Just wondering which one. Here's it came up when I did the ESPN app. When I tried to do just regular internet, it didn't come up. Oh. Well, let's see, folks. I was trying to pass along a few college football scores. I'm sure if you're able to see it on your computer. But here's, Cincinnati is defeating Southern Methodist 34-0. So they're doing what they need to do as far as if they have any hope of trying to get into the playoff. And they needed to start smashing other teams, and they're doing that today to unranked Southern Methodist. Number 2, Alabama leading number 21, Arkansas, 31-21. Number 6, Michigan is defeating Maryland 24-3. Number 15, Wisconsin leading Nebraska 21-14 in the third quarter. All these games are third quarter, by the way. Texas San Antonio, second ranked, is leading Alabama Birmingham. In fact, no, they're tied 24 each. 14th ranked Brigham Young at halftime leading Georgia Southern 20-7. So let's go back down here. Hang with me, folks. Stand by, folks. We're in the second intermission. Dayton leading Xavier 7-0 after 2 periods. I'm trying to reach the scores table to try to get a name of a player, and so stand by. We'll be back with you, and we'll have the start of the third period in just a few minutes. Okay, so we've got that solved. It's Ricky Phillips. Ricky Phillips was number 28, but now is number 24. So we've got that mystery solved. So Spencer DeLeo, a hat trick this afternoon. That means 3 goals in a game. Anthony Martinez 2. Alex Pampina with 1, and Nick Lapari with 1. Special teams goals today. One of Martins, a power play goal, and Nick Lapari, a short-handed goal. And the Muskies coached by Drew Cariofila, and the Dayton Flyers by Tony Morris. Flyers in their white sweaters, red trunks. The Muskies in their traditional navy blue. Zach Schmidt in goal for the Dayton Flyers. And at the other end, it remains Jack Frambus for Xavier. Flyers moving right to left here in the second period. Trevor Barola. Pass off a stick, he gets it back. His pass up to Althoff, but he's checked. And we've got a whistle, and it looks like a penalty on the Muskies. Number 11, Ben Bridges, it looks like. And young Mr. Bridges heads off on a trip. As he trips up, I believe it was Sebastian Althoff is who he tripped up. Flyers on a power play, leading by a touchdown, 7-0. Aiden Ward for the Flyers. Dumps it in. Behind the net now for the Flyers. Alex Pampina, pass back for Ward. It's off his stick to center ice. Flyers have to regroup, but it's offside at the Xavier blue line. And the puck cannot proceed an attacking player over the opponent's blue line. Sully Clark on the draw for Dayton. Puck back for Ethan Macula. Macula over the Xavier line. Macula in the corner. Macula spelled M-A-C-U-L-A. Macula gets it back at the right point. Shot, pad save, swallowed up by Jack Frambus. That Frambus has played badly, not at all. 7 goals given up on 38 shots. But he's just, Flyers have really put a lot of nice pressure on the net. There's another shot and a save by Frambus. That shot by Sully Clark. 54 seconds left in the Dayton power play opportunity, leading it 7-0. From the draw, Flyers, Macula drops it off on the right wing for DeLeo. DeLeo to Macula to DeLeo to Macula. Shot, save. Rebound kicks free on the boards for DeLeo. Back to Macula, center point. Macula. Right point, moving in, DeLeo fires! And it's caught knee high by Jack Frambus. Half a minute left in the Dayton power play opportunity. Kevin Bishop takes the face-off for the Flyers against Chris Becker of Xavier. Shot, pad, save. Rebound high up in the air. Parrying the puck to the corner was Frambus. Now Bishop fends on a centering pass, as he had nice positioning in the slot area in front of the Muskie net. He would have had a great scoring chance, but unable to get a stick on that centering pass. Now for the Flyers. Shot banging off the crossbar, it sounded like, by Ryan Briggs of Dayton. Bobby Bradley now passes in front, and they score! A tip from the centering pass. And the Flyers lead at 8-0, and I think that was an even strength goal. I think the power play had expired, and that goal scored by Kevin Bishop. Kevin Bishop. The Kinnelon, New Jersey native, and I don't know if I pronounced that right. Kinnelon, Kinnelon. But for Kevin Bishop, his first goal of the season. There's a shot and a save by Frambus. Flyers lead at 8-0. Centering pass broken up by netminder Frambus. Flyers strip the puck away again and trying to get the puck off the seat of his pants was Will Musil. Nice effort trying to hold it in, and as Barola tries to hold up before so a teammate could get back on side, he loses his edge on his front foot, goes down, and it's offside against the Flyers. Flyers 8-0. Boy, what a great effort today by the Dayton Flyers. Aiden Ward shot, stick save. Whistle. And the puck got caught up in the netting. Or no, actually the goal came loose again, and again it's down on that end. So they must be having trouble with the little moorings that hold that goal in, because it's not come loose on the other end, but on this left side, it's come loose numerous times today. Althoff almost coming up with a loose puck in the slot all alone, but back come Becker for Xavier, and they shot right on, and glove save by the Flyers' Zach Schmidt as he catches the puck and will hold on. And a penalty against Dayton on the play is Sebastian Althoff for a slash. So Xavier on a power play chance, trailing 8-0. 16-12 to go in this one. From the draw, shot. I don't know if Schmidt got a piece of that or not, but it's high and wide. Becker drops it off, but his pass is deflected. For the Muskies. O'Meara, pass behind the net. Puck centered, it's loose. Flyers trying to get it out of there. And winding up and whistling the puck. That was a nice shot from Kyle Kruger. He just lifts that puck and slings it like a slingshot down the ice, and the goaltender Frambus just reaches up like a shortstop and catches that head high. Ooh, just missing on a tip right in front was Lipari, and then a shot again from the point, and it's caught by Frambus. 1:22 left in the Dayton, or in the Xavier power play. 15:30 left in the game. Tipping the puck down the ice. Here comes Xavier. Raffoni, shot. Save, puck loose. Behind the net, they center again. And does Schmidt have it? Holy cow, I think Schmidt has the puck. And I can't believe it. And there's a penalty on the play on Xavier, so there would have been no goal anyhow. A cross check against Raffone. James Raffone, or Raffone. His name spelled R-A-F-F-O-N-E. On a cross check, so there would have been no goal anyhow, even if the Muskies had put it in the net. And again, Zach Schmidt keeping that puck out. Trevor Barola for Dayton. Barola gets pinned to the boards by big Nolan Burns of Xavier. Muskies come away with it, but a poke check gives the puck back to the Flyers. Nice sidestep now pass to Barola. Shot! Ooh, just to outside the goal. Boy, he had a laser shot and it just missed. Now Bobby Bradley dumps it in and chases it down. Bradley behind the net when the Flyers hits the ice. Delayed penalty, and I think we're going to have a Xavier player. Well, maybe as one of the Flyer players hit the ice, it must have been a trip. Or is it a Dayton player? It's a Dayton player, I'm sorry. It's Bobby Bradley on a roughing minor. So roughing on Bradley. And right now it's wide open. There's a two-man power play for the Muskies. They try to get a tip on a shot in front. But back come the Flyers. Ooh, a pass that Dayton's Aiden Ward tried to thread the needle, but it got intercepted. Back comes Xavier. Here's Chris Becker. Becker on the right wing, stops, drops it off to the point. Shot blocked. Another attempt, and they score. And that power play goal breaks the shutout. As a nice tip on the shot for the Muskies. And they're on the board now, trailing at 8-1. That goal scored by, I believe, Chris Becker. We'll give it to him. Chris Becker, and for young Mr. Becker, if indeed he's the goal scorer, that's unofficial. It would be his 7th goal of the season, and he is the leading scorer on the Xavier Musketeers. Icing the call on the Muskies, and we'll take the face-off back in the Xavier zone at the other end. 8-1, Dayton leading with 14 minutes even left in this one. Saturday afternoon hockey. Puck was handed mistakenly over to Xavier. Picking it up, Hop Deppen. Hop's pass at center. Tipping it ahead is Adams. Adams trying to circle around. He drops it to the left point. Line up and a blast. Schmidt the save. Back at the red line was Keitel of Xavier. Over for Reed Johnson. Big Reed Johnson drops it off. Now Becker has it for Xavier. Becker starts out of his own zone. Headmans for teammate Patrick O'Meara. O'Meara checked at the Dayton line. Becker picks up the loose puck. Hands it off for Raffone. Raffone checked. Raffone gets it back. Raffone, James Raffone. Raffone back for Shelgren. Give and go Bridges. Bridges shot blocked. Bridges just gets it back. Behind the net, O'Meara. Trying to center the puck, and intercepting the pass is Dayton netminder Zach Schmidt at the top of his crease. Penalties killed off, although Becker scored one for the Muskies. From the draw in the Dayton zone, Flyers start out. But Shelgren had it. Shelgren for Xavier. He lost it. Flyers hold in. Shot right in the breadbasket of Jack Frambus. Frambus again spelled F-A-R-M-B-E-S. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Kevin Bishop on the face-off for Dayton. Macula for the Flyers, wrestling with the Muskies' Nolan Burns. Macula gives it off in the right wing circle. Trying to center the puck was the Flyers' Liam McClemis. Now Kruger behind the net had the puck tipped away. Kruger gets it back. Kruger centers, one-timer by Bishop. And puck shoveled ahead with a hand, and that's going to cause a face-off and a stoppage. Nice pass to Kevin Bishop. He was able to get the stick on a one-time shot and crack one off the glass behind the net. You're unable to move. You're allowed to knock the puck down with a hand, but you're not allowed to move it forward. So on that play, they thought a Flyer player moved the puck ahead with his hand. Sebastian Altoff cuts behind the Muskie net, tries to center it. Shot by Barola, saved by Frambus. Muskies come back. And a pass knocked down and intercepted by Bradley. Bradley gets past Mann. Centers in front. And they score! Frambus was down. There was a scramble. And the Flyers score and lead it 9-1 for the Dayton Flyers. That goal scored by Nick Tragesser. And for Mr. Tragesser, a forward from Fairview, Pennsylvania. Good old Fairview, Pennsylvania. For Nick, his third goal of the season. In fact, today we're calling Nick the favorite son of Fairview, Pennsylvania. We'll today call him the favorite son of Fairview, Pennsylvania, because he scored. Well, the raucous crowd here of mostly students, UD students. I'm sure there are maybe a few parents and relatives and friends here as well, but they like to make some noise and have a good time at these Flyer games today. They're having a blast as the Flyers are putting it to. There's a tip in front. Nice centering pass. But Frambus is able to cover that tip shot as Barola and Musel almost hook up on one. But the crowd today, they are having a good time as the Flyers are putting it to the visiting Musketeers. Now 9-1. There's a drop pass by Bora, but it's to center ice, and the Flyers have to retreat. Bora moves it ahead. Bora to Phillips. Phillips will dump it in. Now here's Ward for Dayton. Pulls the trigger, and he scores! Aiden Ward lights the lamp. And the lamp on the Flyer goal is about to go out, I think. It's now 10-1. Aiden Ward, a laser wrist shot. Aiden Ward, the 6', 235-pounder from North Tonawanda, New York. And for Aiden, defenseman, his 6th goal of the season. Phillips for Dayton, side of the net, tip pass in front by Lipari, and that's broken up. Now back the other way for the Muskies. There's a shot, and Schmidt the save! As he's able to rob the Muskies again. Zach Schmidt, he has been a stone wall today in the Flyer crease. Just the one goal given up, and that was in this period. Flyers now leading 10-1. There's a long pass that's going to be icing against Xavier. And the Muskies, they are going to be glad to see this one end. 8:50 to go. Meanwhile, the Flyers and your home crowd, they can revel in this one for another 8:50. It's been a party atmosphere this afternoon at Kettering Ice Arena. Kruger will dump back in for Dayton. Back for the Muskies is Reed Johnson. Tip pass, give and go to Hop Deppen. Hop will dump it in behind the Dayton net. Behind the net for the Muskies is Cole Shelgren. Shelgren, centering pass broken up. Here come the Flyers. There's a check, but evading the check is Martin. Martin then pinned to the boards behind the net by Chris Keitel of Xavier. Keitel guarding the net in front of goaltender Jack Frambus. Flyer shot and able to get a sight line on that and glove it head high is Jack Frambus. Goaltender having a word with Frambus, maybe saying, hey, hang in there, buddy. I think the Zebras know that it's been a tough day today for the Xavier goaltender. He's hung in there. He's made some very fine saves, but the score speaks for itself. Now back, tipping the puck ahead, Ben Bridges for Xavier. He tries to center, but too far ahead of Raffoni. Raffoni shovels it behind the net, but it's picked up by the Flyers' Trevor Barola. Barola clears, but not out. Bridges picks it up for Xavier. Bridges behind the net gets checked. Loose puck, back to center ice. Muskies have to go back. Wrestling for it. Keitel. Puck kicks free to the Flyers. Shot banged off the end boards. And here comes Xavier's Adams the other way. Adams chased down by Bradley. He does pull the trigger on a shot, but covering the angle and hugging the posts to make sure that one doesn't get past him is goaltender Zach Schmidt. From the face-off, Schmidt steers it to the corner. Big check on Adams of Xavier. There's a shot by the Muskies' Reed Johnson. It's save, and now we have a whistle. face-off. From the face-off, puck shot in the Dayton zone by O'Meara. Flyers dump it right back out to the Xavier end of the ring. Whistle problems. And we're going to have a penalty. And Xavier's Reed Johnson was complaining a little bit. It looked like he was hit up high, and it is going to be a Dayton penalty. That's on Sebastian Althoff. I didn't see what that penalty was, but apparently Althoff hit Johnson up high, and that's going to be a penalty. 2-minute minor. So Xavier on a power play, and there's 6:20 left in the game. Wrestling around trying to get position in front was one of the Muskie players, but the Flyer was able to keep it out. Zach Schmidt makes the save. Number 34 on Xavier, and I don't have him on my program. Unless it's Matt Adams, but we had on the score sheet Matt Adams number 7. So if he's number 34, I don't know who number 7 is then. So I'm not sure who number 34 is, unfortunately. Here's Cole Shelgren for Xavier. Shelgren from the left point, shot wide as Schmidt tries to keep Patrick O'Meara out of his crease as they haggle around the Dayton net. Back for the Muskies, Ben Bridges. For Becker, Becker being tailed by the Flyers' Kevin Bora. Bora goes down along with Becker. Here come the Muskies, long shot, blocked on defense by Kruger of Dayton. Kruger steals the puck away, clears not out, held in at the line by Bridges. He fakes his shot, drops it behind the net for teammate Matt Mann. Now here's Shelgren in the left wing circle. Center point, Bridges winds up a shot. That's off a stick wide. Dangerous shot, got tipped in front. Bridges again will fire a wrister. Saved by Zach Schmidt with Patrick O'Meara looking to get a tip on a shot. So that's how a lot of teams score goals, is plant somebody in front, or get somebody in front to get a tip on a shot. So many times in the sport of hockey where the initial big shot is tipped in front. Oh, and there's a Flyer player down. And he's suffering a leg or ankle injury. It looks like hobbling over to the bench for the Flyers is Alex Pampina. He may have got hit in the ankle, possibly by either a stick or a puck. Hopefully Alex will be okay and come back in the game. There's a shot blocked by the Dayton defense and Bobby Bradley. Bradley gets a pass from Barola. Barola up for Martin. Martin trying to head man DeLeo for a shot, and he puts it right in the breadbasket of Jack Frembus. Nice passing by the Flyers. 4:09 left in the game. Dayton leading the visiting Musketeers 10-1. From the face-off, a shot on net, covered by Frembus. Another face-off in the right wing circle of the Muskie zone. Centering pass to Martin, broken up, but a shot by the Flyers. Sully Clark is turned aside by Frembus. DeLeo for Dayton. Now over for Aiden Ward. Ward had it stripped away, trying to get it back. Here's Ward over the Muskie line, over for Clark. Centering back, broken up. Now DeLeo for Dayton. Pass behind the net from Martin to DeLeo. Shot, pad, save. Rebound, cleared back to the line. Spencer DeLeo for the Dayton Flyers. For Clark, he tips it into the Muskie zone as the Flyers change on the fly. 3 minutes to go. Long shot from center off a stick, and Schmidt will leave it for teammate Ricky Phillips. Off the bench for the Flyers, Ryan Briggs had it. Leaves it for Ward. Wrist shot blocked from all the congestion in front of the net. Bishop looking in front for a tip, and he tips it just wide as he had parked himself in the slot in front of the Muskie net. Briggs, his pass intercepted, tipping it ahead. Back come the Muskies, and nice play by Ward to tie up the Musketeer player. And I don't have a number 44 in my program, so unfortunately I can't identify that Musketeer player, number 44. Oh wait, here is Raffone. I'm sorry, Raffone. He changed numbers from their original roster, so it was Raffone. Or Raffone, I'm sorry. Under 2 minutes left. There's a shot blocked by the Flyers, and here come Dayton the other way. Here comes Trageser, tips, and the save by Frembus. .137 to go. Nick Rapari comes on the ice for Dayton. He's on there with Kruger and Macula, who had just had the puck. He shot it behind the net. Althoff has it. Althoff and Trageser fight for it. Puck wrapped around by the Muskies. Adams. Ethan Macula back to get it for Dayton. Macula for Trageser. Trageser rink wide pass. On the right wing, Althoff. Over the Muskie line, shot blocked. 1 minute left in the game. Centering pass, backhander by Trageser, and he scores! Trageser, a backhander from the slot, right in front of the Muskie net. And for Nick Trageser, his second goal of the period. And it's 11-1 Dayton. I'll tell you, 2 goals today now for Trageser, and he is going to be the favorite son of Fairview, Pennsylvania. 45 seconds left, and for Trageser then is third goal here, and again they score! I'm looking down to look how many goals Trageser has on the year, and they score again. Every time I look down at a score sheet, they do that. And looks like that goal's scored by Aiden Ward. I'm going to guess, and for Ward, his second goal of the period. I think that's who scored, because that's who they were congratulating. 12-1 Dayton. So if I have those goals correct, Trageser and then Ward, both of those gentlemen have 2 goals today. Another tip right in front again. And Frambus stops it, and these last 25 seconds of the game for Frambus can't go by fast enough. Boy, the Flyers have just poured it on this afternoon. 12-1. And Frambus has been there the whole time today. Holding the puck in was Barola momentarily, but now big number 91, Matthew Mann. Again, Mann spelled M-A-H-O-N. Carried in, but he has it stripped away. 5 seconds left. What a big win, and a weekend home and home sweep of the Xavier Muskies by the Dayton Flyers, as they swarm goaltender Zach Schmidt, who came just 1 goal away from a shutout today. The Flyers mob the Musketeers by a final score of 12-1. And after a 4-2 win down in Cincinnati last night, the Flyers now up the record to 3-12-1. Coming into the weekend 1-12-1, now 3-12-1 after sweeping the series over the weekend with Xavier. Well, we'll wait and get some shot on goal stats as the Flyers will get high fives from their fans along the boards hanging over the glass on the other side. They'll make the grand tour. And the 3 stars are going to be hard to figure today, because we need about a half a dozen stars for this game today. Now is Ryan Briggs and Kevin Bishop, Sebastian Altoff jumping up to get shots. Anthony Martin and Nick Lipari, Kevin Bishop, Ryan Briggs, all on that other side, getting congratulations from the fans. Tom Gillespie over there. So for the game, or for the period, with the third period, the Flyers mobbed the Muskie net 25-9, and for the game, they outshoot the Muskies by over a 10-1 or 2-1 margin by a count of 63-20. And 5 goals in the third period. So this one a game to remember for these young Flyers. They're a happy bunch as they head back toward the locker room, and the students and fans that attended the game this afternoon, they got to have a raucous time and enjoy this one as the Flyers dismantle the Muskies 12-1. Well, 3 stars. Well, first of all, we'll go over the scoring and then the 3 stars. First period, Spencer DeLeo scored, and then Anthony Martin scored twice in that first period. The second one was a power play goal. And after one, the Flyers led it 3-0. And the Flyer salvo of goals, salvo of artillery pucks, barrage the Muskie net in the second and third periods. And the second, Alex Pampina scored. Spencer DeLeo then got 2 to complete a hat trick. And then Nick Lipari scored a shorthanded goal. And after 2 periods, the Flyers led it 7-0. Third period, it was Kevin Bishop scoring for the Flyers. And then getting the Muskies on the board was Becker, Chris Becker. Becker, a leading scorer for the Muskies, scored his 7th goal of the year, a shorthanded goal, made it 8-1. And then Nick Trageser scored 2. Unofficially, he got 2, and then Aiden Ward unofficially got 2. And that completed the scoring, 12-1 whitewash by the Flyers over the Muskies. So for Spencer DeLeo, 3 goals today gives Spencer unofficially 6 on the season. Anthony Martin with 2 gives him 8. Alex Pampina with his goal gives Alex 4 on the season unofficially. And then Spencer DeLeo, well, I already mentioned his 3 goals, doubled his total on the season to 6. And then Nick Lapari scored, and for Nick, his first goal of the season unofficially. Nick Trageser with 2, and for Nick, that gives Nick 4. Aiden Ward with 2, that gives him 7. So, and those are all unofficial, especially those last 2 goals. I'm not 100% certain of who scored those, but I think as I was looking away, trying to complete my score sheet on the previous goal, and then Ward, I think I got that last one. So 3 stars. Gosh, it's hard to say. Let's give the number 3 star. We're going to give that to Aiden Ward. And the number 2 star of the game, we'll give that to goaltender Zach Schmidt. If Zach would have completed that shutout, we'd probably slip him in the number 1 slot, but giving up the 1 goal, still on 30 shots, and an outstanding save percentage, probably 97% or 98% or something. We'll give Zach the number 2 star, stopping 30 of 31 shots. The number 1 star, we'll give it to the hat trick shooter today, Spencer DeLeo, as Spencer's hat trick, 3 goals today, give him 6 on the year. And Spencer, especially, I think it was his 2nd goal of the 3rd period, or the 2nd period, his 3rd on the game. The way he weaved through the defense and put the shot on and in the net was a kind of a highlight reel goal. Hard hat award, if we gave a hard hat award today on the defense, that's again a lot of candidates. Kruger played very well, Ward played very well. Let's see who else on the defense could we nominate today for Kruger Ward. Let's let's go ahead and give it, since Ward got the 3rd star. Let's give the hard hat award today to Kyle Kruger. We'll just give that to him. So, okay, as the Zamboni is out to resurface the ice, we'll put this one to bed, as the Flyers, after a 4-2 win yesterday in Cincinnati, they come up today and when going away is just a mild way of putting it today against Xavier. So the final score, once again, 12-1 for the Flyers. So do you know, Jeff, when our next Flyer game is going to be?
January, February.
Yeah, it's we've had a couple of months off as the Flyers go on their hiatus, their holiday hiatus, Christmas and New Year's and everything else.
29th of
January 29th,
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock
Here.
here.
Versus Indiana University.
Oh, the Indiana Hoosiers coming to town. January 29th, 6 o'clock. Mark your calendars if you can't be here at the Kettering Ice Arena. And that's a Saturday, right? Saturday evening. So Saturday evening, January 29th, 6 o'clock. We hope to see you here at the Ice Arena for that game against Indiana. And if you can't join us here, then certainly join us here on Dayton Flyers Hockey YouTube channel, and we will be with you then. So speaking for our engineer and producer, Jeff Duford, my name's Kent Jacobs, reminding you again the final score, Dayton 12 and Xavier 1. Now until a couple of months from now, good afternoon everybody from the Kettering Ice Arena.